Hi, so this is pretty much a I don't know what I'm talking about vlog. Cause, I got nothing to do. I'm in Corinthia and I got nothing to do, really. Well, I have my laptop with me, I could do some work, but you know, who am I? Anyway, so I just took the car out for a ride and came here because it's a nice location to vlog. Car. Let's talk about cars and what I think about them. Yeah, why not? Seems like an interesting topic. So I have a driving license, so I can drive a car. I can and I am allowed to drive a car. But actually I prefer, and I have to be careful how I phrase that so that it's true. Not that I don't care saying like random stuff, but I do want those things to be true. Genuinely, I like to have someone else drive me around. At least to most extent. Like, I prefer taking a train somewhere than going there by car. But in most cases, that's just not possible because, you know, there aren't trains going everywhere. Then, of course, there are taxis, but as for now, taxis are too expensive for me usually, so I basically drive by someone who's taking me there, like a friend or so. And I prefer that to actually driving myself, not because I don't like to drive, but just because I can relax during the journey and, you know, think about stuff. I can of course also think while I'm driving, but I don't know, I just like not having to focus on the streets. Also, you know, there are accidents happening all the time, and traveling by a car is, I think, well, not even per kilometer traveled, the most dangerous standard transportation. Because, you know, if a plane crashes, it's all over the news, but how often does that happen, huh? If a car crash happens, nobody gives a shit, because that happens all the time. So yeah, driving a car is dangerous. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, seriously, I have no idea. I'm just here to, you know, film the ducks. Yeah. So I do prefer being driven around and trust in the driver to get me there safe. But to some extent I also like to just ride a car because it's fun, but then I would like the street to be a racetrack. And you know, city driving is damn boring. I do like, you know, countryside roads, but also only if I don't if I'm not stressed, like if I don't need to be somewhere. So if it's just really about the journey and not the getting there, that I like to drive myself. Yeah. But then again, also, I have my fights with my brother. No, I want to drive. No, I want to drive. I want to drive. But I don't know if that's a matter of principle. But I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes I really want to drive. Sometimes I don't. Usually I prefer taking a bike. Or, you know, just avoiding the transport altogether. Staying at home, woohoo! I would like to have an electric car. That would be cool. For some reason I would love to drive electric cars. Cause you don't need to shift gears. I mean, of course I could drive an automatic car, but that's boring. like I prefer manual over automatic, because then at least you have something to do, even if it's not as efficient. But yeah, electric cars. I like electric cars because I'm an enthusiast to renewable, energies and not burning stuff that's been underground for millions of years. Yeah, I mean, if you charge your car with fossil fuel created energy, then that's pointless as well. But in general, it's more sustainable to have an electric car, I think, and that will come. Like I will tell my grandchildren, oh yeah, back then we had cars that ran on fuel, like things that you burnt, and they wouldn't start in winter. When it was cold, they would just not turn on. And they will not get it. They will be like, whoa, this is so old school. You're so old. So old. I can't believe my grandpa is so old that he got to see this in his life. Whereas now, normal cars, I even call it normal cars. Non-electric cars are everywhere. Everywhere. But I see more and more Tesla and BMW and Volkswagen electric cars, because I pay attention to it. But I can remember a time in my life, it was like grammar school or something, when I also was like excited about electric cars, but they said, yeah, but the batteries are too weak. The general concept would work, but we can't build batteries so that an electric car would actually work. And so I forgot about that. Yeah, too bad. And now that technology has advanced and we can build those batteries, and Tesla is doing a good job in trying to make them cheaper, now they're an actual thing. Electric cars are an actual thing, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's cool. I like electric cars. I don't know how that got a rant about electric cars. Now I just wanted to tell you that in some occasions I like to ride a car, and in other occasions I like to drive a car. Yeah, ride a car, is that the thing for, just getting a lift? I don't know. It's getting too dark now. Otherwise, I would like to drive some random roads, up some random mountain, like over there. I want to go over there. But as it's getting dark, my camera does not see as well anymore. Look how awesome I mounted it up there. Pretty cool, huh? And that just because I forgot the thing that you actually need to mount your GoPro on the window or the windshield of a car, or any glass material or something. Forgot that, so I had to use a little tripod thingy to mount it up there. Yeah, so even if I don't like driving a car itself, I do like making videos. And if making a good video requires me to drive a car, sure, do it, and then I'll also have fun doing it. But in general, just driving a car is kind of stressful, because it feels like a waste of time. I don't know why I don't feel like I don't feel the same way about riding a bike. If I ride a bike an hour a day, I don't really care. Maybe because that's exercise, I'm not sure. But if I would have to drive a car to work for an hour every day, I would get really pissed. But that's just some random thoughts from some random guy, from some random country, some random city, at some random lake. Lake, Wörthersee. Isn't it nice? Right, with some random camera that randomly can't even focus. Right, so let's drive some more back home, and you go make a backup and decide for yourself if you want to drive a car or not. But the thing is, most people don't even have a choice. They have to, just to get to work. I hope I don't end up like this, or I hope that at some point it will be fun for me, and I hope that at some point I own an electric car, because I like those.